Oh, okay. Welcome to the Color Lights World Project. We are 10 international color light experts offering zoominars and spreading color and lights to bring healing, hope, transformation, and beauty to the world. It's a pleasure today to introduce Nishant Akhail Matthews, who is going to be our next presenter on April 20th at 6 p.m. Central European Time with his zoominar, Healing with Color and Consciousness. Nishant Akhail is a psychotherapist and a color researcher for over 30 years. He's the founder of the Samassati Color Therapy and author of 2 books. He's an American who is currently in the Netherlands. Warm welcome, Nishant Akhail.
Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you.
So, tell us, Nishant Akhail, how did you get started with your work?
I was back in Amsterdam, some 40 years ago, and I heard that a good friend of mine in Switzerland, one of my good friends who's an MD, was now working with people using a system of shining color lights. They call it color puncture on people in Switzerland. And just hearing that, something happened. I think either that night or the next day, I got the overnight train from Amsterdam down to Switzerland. His practice was very busy, but because I'd come all the way and we're good friends, he squeezed me in. I got just the basic harmonization treatment. And it felt like I could barely talk for 2 days. I was totally touched. And I had dreams in the night. People would show up and say, this is what this color does. This is what that color does. There was 50 levels of excitement. And so I bought it's a joke now, but the old color equipment and some of the old books. And I consumed everything I could find written about color and light from Peter Mandel and from the Lusher people and from just about anybody I could find. And then I went to India where I was working in a commune and the diagnostic equipment wasn't available. And how to find the right color for situations using something other than Kirlian photography, which was the standard, was the big challenge. And people brought all kinds of problems. And then I just had been reading a book by Dr. Bernie Siegel called Love, Medicine, and Miracles. Great book. And in that book, he had cancer patients make a color drawing of their body. And then he had a good friend who knew about color. And he would take this color picture to the friend. And the friend would say, this one will get well from the operation. This one probably not. Just based on the way he could read the color information that the people had given. Mm-hmm. And Bernie Siegel was impressed because it turned out very accurate what the friend was saying. So I thought, okay, no need to wait for cancer or anybody else here. So people would come and I have a pain here, or I'm worried about that, or my girlfriend left, I'm shattered, you name it. And I learned just to say, here, first make a color drawing of yourself. And secondly, where you have the strong symptoms, like what color is that pain? What color is the fear? What color is the anger? What color is the hurt? All these things. And to see that all of these things are information packets that the body displays as color. And then I would, just knowing, basic color, you can either enhance or sedate. And so when people had a pain, you want to usually sedate. So if they had a red pain, you would bring in a green light to the red pain, and that would calm and cool the pain down. Or if someone had a purple fear, you would bring yellow light against the purple fear. And my way of working with what happens, I'd ask the person, what happens when this gold yellow light meets your purple fear? And unhealthy energy is always a bit chaotic. And the healthy, pure energy of our lights and my intention would hold a field where the chaotic field of the pain would start to become coherent with and resonating to the healthy energy of the color. Always worked. And then some years later, I was working in California. I was treating people direct application on the body, the Mandel style. And then some years ago, some years later, I was working in California with a group of people, two of whom were captains in the police department, one captain in a LA police department, one captain in Portland. And I was giving a demonstration of using color light to work with chakras. And I asked for a volunteer for the heart chakra, and the LA police captain showed up. And I sat there for a minute and I thought, there is no way in hell this lady is going to open her blouse and move her bra enough that I can work on her heart chakra. Ain't going to happen. So then I've been studying with Rosalind Briere, who talks about the field around people, and the field of information around people has light in it. So I thought, okay, the chakra is available to the information field. And so I held my heart light about 6 to 8 centimeters above her chest and said, tell me what happens to your heart chakra when the light is here. And everybody in the room was surprised because it was actually stronger to treat off the body directly into the field. And when you work off the body, there's no need to open the clothes and stuff like that. So it was not only new, but more effective.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, it just keeps growing and going and going. I'll tell one more quick story, which was I was invited a few weeks ago to work with a man who's dying of cancer because I can help people transit. And I had with me some beautiful scalar laser lights. But one of the rules with laser is you never apply laser to cancer. It will make the cancer grow, or chances are. So he and his wife were very close. So I asked her to hold his hand, and I put the light into her. She started crying immediately. He started breathing differently. And both of them said, that was fantastic. Thank you. So it's a big open world. And if you get into it deep enough, lots of miracles.
Wow. What is important for you in your work, Nishant Akhail?
The most important part of the light isn't just the physical healing, which it is, or emotional healing, which it is. It's that light can reconnect people back to their source and connect people out of their relatively limited identification with physical, emotional, and mental, and bring them heart to heart into being tuned by the energy of source. And in that way, remembering themselves, developing more trust in life, more trust in themselves, and reconnecting to the fundamental goodness of the universe.
Do you personally have a favorite light or favorite colors?
I love the blue you're in. That's my home base. It's part of an old tradition that I've been part of since forever. I'm also very tuned to the green ray. I'm in this time, I'm being asked to manifest and bring a lot of the green light that can bring unity, connection, peace, harmony. And that's my main field right now, is the green and the blue.
Mm.
Blue takes people out of a busy thinking mind and into being retuned with the wholeness and goodness of something like the blue sky or peace. There's a lot of peace in blue, and helping people recover peace is one of the most precious things.
Can you tell us, Nishant Akhail, what are you going to present in your zoominar, Healing with Color and Consciousness?
Yes. What I'm going to present is some relatively simple body-oriented exercises, little guided meditations, where people can experience the light that is already inside themselves. Cells put off light, chakras put off light, organs put off light. There's a festival of lights inside the body, and also learn to reconnect to what I call your team. There are many light beings around each of us who are more than happy to share their light, wisdom, healing energy when invited. So I'm going to help people learn how to invite this bigger energy, and also learn how to appreciate and work with their inner lights, and also to discover what happens when these two lights, the outer lights and the inner lights, synchronize, come in harmony with each other.
Wow, thank you. Looking very much forward to your zoominar, April 20th, Healing with Color and Consciousness. You find the details and you can book on my website, color-buresch.at. Thank you very much, Nishant Akhail, and looking forward to it.
Thank you, Gabriella. It's a joy, and I look forward to being with you all in April. Thank you much.
Thank you.